toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. So Tennessee's offense will get first crack at it today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
The sure hands, it's Davis. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Vols racing to the line in a hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Fires to the big fella. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down. Another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Rides the back on the option to give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The option look. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So South Carolina's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get...
Oh, he found a space on the right. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here is the Tennessee offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Staley. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Volunteers want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down. Got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Motion from the wide receiver. Catch in the middle. It's Staley. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. That brings them to within 1. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Leaves it with the back. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Gamecocks are flying down the field. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll go to the ground. Crosses, headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Jefferson. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them or playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the balls will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Volunteers will hustle to the line. They'll try to get it through the air. Bring in the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on once. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. Picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Grab behind the line. It's Matthews. Running through short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. They'll run it. It's Bishop. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rides to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He'll keep it himself. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half, as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. To the air on first down. Gonna let it fly. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's first and 10 from just inside the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Out of bounds at the 13, and that's just what the doctor ordered for this offense. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Volunteers will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. The short hands, it's Bennett. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trying to get it to the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the game Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they get the 3rd down stop. What a play by this defense. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. He'll do it himself. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Go straight ahead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback making checks. They're going to run it. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole...
They got it. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Safe completion on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
That's caught. It's Bishop. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. A first down here would really give them some breathing room. It's 2nd and inches. Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense takes matters into its own hands. And the extra point is good. It's 24-13. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Makes the quick grab. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And the Vols want to crank the tempo. The give from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
The Vols will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking downfield on 1st down. Steps away. Got rid of it just in time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Bennett. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Turning it on. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And they tack on the PAT. It's 31-13. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. Snagged in the middle. It's Bishop. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Volunteers in the hurry up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Send the tight end in motion. Handoff from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Vols had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Touchdown, Volunteers! Great job by the back on the option.
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Creates a little space. Getting that push and pick up a 4 out to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping of that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll toss it to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Looking for a crease. It's Lewis. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Vols are in the hurry-up.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, they're going to win this game.
The kick is on its way. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll try the run. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today, we kicked them in the face?
The Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for room. It's Lewis. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. Third and long coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the stomping has commenced. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, and I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
This drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on first down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown ball!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner. What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Still firing away even with this lead. Fires to the tight end. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll try the right side. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the